Hi there, my name is Rebecca Matthews. I'm the transformation coach and the founder of the Mind and Body Co. Welcome to 5 to Thrive. 5 to Thrive is a quick 5-minute tutorial where I share tips, tricks and strategies to help you truly create a life you love. Now today I wanted to talk to you about the 3 selves. So essentially this is a model that talks to the fact that we have 3 layers. There is what we call the core crust, and the core is essentially when we're living in our truth. We are, our decisions, our goals and our life's purpose is really driven by love and trust and adventure and all of that, all of the good stuff, the stuff that's really true, that feels completely authentic, and we follow our heart, we follow our dreams, and we really live in a place of what you might call flow, or in a sense, with a sense of ease, where you're not at conflict with yourself. You are living very close to your truth. The second layer is crud. So this is essentially when we are living in our fears, where our decisions, our goals and our life purpose is very much driven by our fears, our negative beliefs, our tribal cycle. Lots of the decision making is external to us. We're not really thinking about what makes us happy. We're thinking about how do we play safe, how do we take little risk in our life. We don't put ourselves out there too much in the world. We don't go on adventures. We don't seek out opportunities. We don't love to grow. We like to play small. And the third layer is crust, and that's really where our decisions, our goals and our life's purpose is really driven by what other people think of us. So by this point, it's completely external to yourself. It is really everything that you're doing is very much about the expectations, the standards, the things everybody else expects of you. What would make you look good? You really toe the line. You behave in a certain way that meets other people's expectations of you, and you have a career that maybe your parents wanted you to have, or your peers think you should have. You're not necessarily doing what you love. It's really driven in that all of that external validation, where everything you're doing, you're really seeking the permission, the validation of others, to validate and justify where you are and the decisions you're making in your life. So essentially there is the truth, there is the life lived in fear, so the life lived in truth, the life lived in fear, and then the life lived completely externally of yourself. So it's a really interesting thing to acknowledge, because I think so many people live in one of these, or maybe dip in and out the layers depending on which area of their life or where they're at in their life, the different phases in their life. So I'd really encourage you to have a think about where you are in your life right now, and whether you are living in your core, in the crud, or in the crust, and what you can do to start to move into the right layer that will bring you more meaning, more purpose, more fulfillment, more joy, more love, and generally just help you create a much happier life. Now, not everybody seeks to live in their truth. You need to work out what is the right place for you to be, and really start to look at how you can nurture that journey for yourself. Are there opportunities? If you're way out living in the crud right now, or the crust right now, what can you do to bring it in a layer? What are the elements of your life that are the simplest for you to start to create change in? And how do you create a momentum to really bring yourself into a place where you're living for your dreams, your desires, and who you really are at the core, and no longer living in the fear or the expectations of others, or seeking external validation of others. So This is one of the core models that I use with most of my coaching clients, and it's quite astounding how many people don't realize where they're living and where they're showing up for their life from. So I invite you to have a think about that. If you'd like to know more about working with me, reach out. I'd love to hear from you. And if you've learned anything or anything's come up for you, you've acknowledged something new for yourself, I'd love to hear about it. Have a wonderful week. I'll talk to you soon.